My name is Delaney Delany, and I do many things. Everything that I do is connected somehow with raising consciousness on the planet, increasing the joy, and having fun. I actually did my first float on the first day that you opened, and it was the very first time I'd floated, and I was hooked after the first time. As I said, everything that I do in my work, I organise events that are linked with access consciousness, and so their whole premise is about giving people tools that assist them to know what they know. I facilitate classes myself. Everything is around consciousness, and I just kept getting a real hit on that this would be something that would contribute to me and my body. And the life I've led, I've had quite a lot of disconnection to my body, and of course the more aware I become, the more aware I have to become of my body, and so that's what drew me to it, and it has certainly excelled anything that I would have known it could be and do. There's a real ease. There's quite a lot of things. There's even alignment in the physical sense has definitely improved. I think that weightlessness. I mean, how many times now? Once you're out of the womb, do you get to float completely weightless and not be worried about waves coming if you're doing it in the ocean or anything like that? Like, you don't have to think about anything at all, and your body gets to be completely supported in such a beautiful way, in a warm temperature. So physically there's that, and then there's the peace that actually comes into your world with it, just that space of no stimulation. So there's no lights, there's no sound except for your own breathing, and if you move the water, the sound of water moving, and that is it. So you get to be in a space of relaxation. What's wonderful about floating too, it actually contributes to anything that you're doing in your life. It's going to actually exponentialize that. Yeah, definitely. I sleep better. I have a real sense of how can I put it? It's like when you're aware, and there'd be many people watching this that would be these kind of people, and even if you don't realise it, you're aware of the thoughts, feelings, emotions that are going on around you with people. There's what's going on with the planet. We're all energy, we're all atoms vibrating, and so therefore we're going to actually, be impacted by what goes on around us. And so floating, I don't know, it's like this clean feeling, like you can feel a bit angsty, or your body's feeling, and float for an hour, and you float, your body floats. There's just a space that's created. All those molecules actually start to vibrate in a way that is conducive to creation. It's definitely assisted in, I think, like I was saying about that body alignment, from having no pressure on your body for an hour. And when I'm home, I definitely come a couple of times a week. And that has assisted in realigning everything in my body. And so my hip actually is just so much better. It's crazy.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's really, really, yeah, that was hilarious. I was totally, that was the thing that had stopped me trying floating. The thought of getting into one of those pods was terrifying.
Yeah.
And when I read that, I would have control of it, I could have the lid open, I could have lights on, and yada yada. I thought, okay, well, this is going to be perfect. And so the first time I kept the lid open, just a couple of inches, but that was enough to, make it okay. And then the second time, I thought I'd left the lid open a bit. At the end of the session, I found the lid had closed, and I'd made it through a whole hour without freaking out. So now, that has really shifted. I'm no longer in terror when I get into the pod, and in fact now I'm sort of in, and I'll turn the lights off as soon as possible, close the lid, and so it's obviously assisted with a glitch there that I thought I had, which was not really as much of a glitch as I thought. So if you are claustrophobic, please don't let it stop you. And it doesn't matter how many times before you close the lid. You know, your body's still going to get that beautiful sense of peace from floating and not being, at the effect of gravity. It's pretty special. Thank you. And the tea is exceptional.